Before we dive into the unboxing, this colorway may not be part of the Nike Be True to Your School campaign. However, if it were, which college would it represent? This unboxing will be shorter than most on my channel, and that's perfectly fine. Some sneakers have very in-depth stories, some don't. Beyond the silhouette, this one doesn't. So this is the women's Nike Dunk High in white, black, and university red. Now, the Dunk High itself has a very rich history dating all the way back to 1985, and we'll touch on that later on, but for this release, it's simply a white and black colorway in women's sizing. If we're speaking on the quality of the sneaker, it does not match up to the Dunk Highs I have for both the Michigan pair and then the newly released Spartan pair last year. From everything I've seen online, people prefer the Dunk Low version in the black and white colorway that released previously from this. I don't have a preference of either one. Again, the black and white contrast is something that stands out to me. You can see it everywhere. The insole being black and white, the actual paneling being black and white, and then you have the outer sole, which is also black. Now for the Michigan colorway, I own both the Nike Dunk High and the Nike Dunk Low silhouette. In terms of quality, the Dunk High outranks the Low by a large margin, but in terms of everyday ease of wear, the Dunk Low is probably the pair I reach for more. A big thank you again to Sneaker Fetish, because Sneakers app hates me, but apparently it loves him, and I'm very appreciative for the assist on this pair. Based on the colorway, the sneaker has naturally been nicknamed the Nike Dunk High Panda, very similar to the Air Jordan 1 Panda or Air Jordan 1 Twist for women that recently released. However, this doesn't hold the same hype. I wonder why.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish and one. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl TJ back with another video. Talks with TJ, aka TJ2 Swoosh T Yeezy. Thank you again so much for tuning in to another video. It's a Tuesday and it's post Yay Day, at least in America here. So just sound off. Are you in good spirits, or are you emotionally damaged, like you were trying to go for something on Sneakers app and it's still just a toxic relationship you shouldn't be in? I would just like to know, for your own well-being. So sound off in the comment section here. But today we're talking about the Nike Dunk High in women's for the black and white colorway. It was just a pop of university red. Now, it's not part of the Be True to Your School campaign. And remember, the history for the Nike Dunk is actually pretty great. It goes all the way back to 1985. And I think some people forget that. It's around the exact same time we received the Air Jordan 1. Now, I always get it confused, like which came first. Was it the Air Jordan 1? Was it the Dunk High? And the Air Jordan 1 is actually part of the inspiration for the Nike Dunk High, as well as the Terminator, and then even the Air Force One. And Peter Moore, we have you to thank for the Dunk High and the Jordan 1. So I don't understand why you're never given as many flowers as you should receive. This is no disrespect to Tinker, adore the man, but Peter Moore has given us a lot. So back in 1985, this was really the first pair that outfitted the top basketball schools in the nation. And remember, back then, just like now, that madness was present for you to represent your school with a lot of pride and a lot of emotion. And so this is what the players wore on foot. Now, there were a few historic schools featured in that, and I'm pretty biased of, Michigan being one of those. And I mean, I'm gonna pull this out. You guys should already know. I'm a little biased there. Oh wait, we have another pair down here. A little biased there, just in terms of Michigan being included, but there were a few other schools included in the original pack as well. And just so I don't forget any of the names included in the original 1985 release, let's just run through them. You have the University of Michigan, University of Kentucky, University of Iowa, Georgetown, Syracuse, St. John's, and UNLV. If you're a fan of either of those teams, then you know we've seen the Nike Dunk High for the College Series Retro a few times. Now, they kept it in the vault for quite a while, but then they dropped it, and it was like, I believe, 1998. But then we also saw them drop a low iteration in a number of different colorways. So I would love for them to drop like the old style Michigan low, because the paneling is just reversed, and I'm a big fan of that. Now, I know you could even ID like your favorite college colors on the Nike Dunk at one point, which is pretty cool. I think that was back in the early 2000s. And we know this dropped again in 2013, and people just didn't really care about it. So this black and white pair, it's not part of the original Be True to Your School collection. It's just a brand new colorway they created in women's sizing, and I'm appreciative of that. Again, every sneaker will not have a historic memory. It won't have something deep and meaningful that's behind it outside of maybe the silhouette in itself, and I'm speaking on the colorway or maybe the inspiration behind it. But I think the Nike Dunk High has enough history on its own in terms of sports and sneaker culture. I don't need anything more. It's just a really nice colorway that I wanted. I appreciate the contrast. So let's dive into the sizing on foot and how I style this 3 different ways. When it comes to any pair, sizing and comfort are relative to that individual. So in terms of sizing, anytime I wear a Nike Dunk High or an Air Jordan 1, if it's a women's pair, I stick with my true 7.5 in women's. However, if I have to go down to a GS pair, I actually half size up to a 6.5. Again, that's based on the shape of my foot and just the comfort I realize when wearing a women's true 7.5 versus trying to go to a 6 in GS. It doesn't feel the same, and at this stage in my life, I absolutely don't want my feet to suffer. Now, comfort, it's no different to me than wearing an Air Jordan 1, which I can wear for hours at a time standing, and I'm perfectly fine. If you can't, then to me a Nike Dunk High will be no different in terms of the comfort than an Air Jordan 1. For the very first look here, unfortunately the shirt I'm wearing is only available in kid sizing from everything I've seen, but you have the Nike t-shirt I picked up at Kids Foot Locker. It has a very abstract artistic design element to it, and I love it. And then you have the black Taylor N17 pants. Now, I own another pair of these in the green colorway. You see them styled a lot on my channel, except the straps and the Velcro at the bottom are constructed better on the green pair than here on the black pair. So I actually need to see a tailor to fix that, but I love the way these fall on any pair. And then with the second outfit here, you have the minimal cargo draw cord 2 pants in the camo colorway. If you're curious about sizing, I'm wearing a medium here. And then for the crew neck sweatshirt, it's a Nike women's sweatshirt, and it says just do it on the front. But if you actually flip to the back, it has a long detailed message on it that really goes through the contradictions we face just as individuals, but especially as women. And I can say these all run through my mind being in the creative space for sneakers and streetwear. Now, this is a simple fit. There's nothing over the top about it. I like the fact the sneaker is simple, so I actually chose to keep this second outfit simple as well. And yes, I do have coordinating Rastaclat bracelets on. Now, as you can see on the back, you have all of these fears that may run through your mind. Fear of failure, but also fear of success. Fear of losing it, but also fear of missing out and doing too much or being taken seriously. There are a lot of contradicting fears we all go through as individuals. If you're facing any of them, just know that you're not alone. And for the very last look here, I will do a video on these specific pants, but they are from Zara. So they are the vented bottom slacks. I've wanted these for so long. So again, I'll have a video later on this week to feature these. And then this is an H&M men's shirt. Actually, it's like a striped men's shirt. So this is more so playing up on menswear. business casual look, but just throwing on sneakers. And I've said this before, if I were in an office, I would do my best to wear sneakers with every outfit that I actually have on. So as always, be sure to sound off in the comments which outfit is your favorite. Now, when it comes to the Nike Dunk High, it's interesting. Some people love it, some people hate it, but yet they might have polar opposite feelings when it comes to the Air Jordan 1, and they are very, very similar. I understand the aesthetics are different, but they're still very similar. So if you had to choose only one, are you picking an Air Jordan 1? Are you picking the Nike Dunk High? And does it matter for the colorway in itself? Again, the women's Air Jordan 1, the twist, now that resale value is up there if you're looking to get that pair. Maybe if you missed receiving this Dunk High, isn't a bad thing. And if you just wanted an everyday black and white sneaker to throw on without all of the red that's featured in a lot of Jordan retros, this solves that problem, and I'll rock it, I'm pretty sure, a lot. And when it comes to this pair, again, Sneakers app just doesn't like me, but apparently it likes Sneaker Fetish, and then also, you know, Wolf for Best Laces Out. So that means one young woman will receive this pair for retail and shipping. That does still happen, you know, within sneakers. I know it's weird that everybody is not out to like beat everyone over the head, but I'm really happy to be able to alley-oop another young woman this Dunk High, and that is none other than Shelby Summers. So congratulations. I'll reach out to you on Instagram and make sure we get it all squared away, but you will receive the Nike Dunk High women's black and white and a 7.5 for no more than retail and shipping. So congratulations. Really hope that you enjoy this pair, and it's a long week ahead of us, but hopefully it's a good one for you. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Be sure to sound off which outfit is your favorite, and I will have like a little short series again on my Instagram at talks.with.tj, so be sure to tune in for that. And if you found value in this video, you enjoyed the unboxing, the styling, everything, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Stay tuned for a lot more content. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace out.